Hi, my name is Queen Zawaya Counts. And today I want to talk about the Black church. I don't want to talk about a lot of negativity surrounding the Black church. But what I want to talk about concerning the Black church is that the Black church has a lot of Black people messed up mentally and emotionally. Because the Black church have my people thinking that the only way that you can possibly survive is to go to the Black church and have a preacher or a man dictate to you what you can and cannot do. You go to church, you want to look nice, you want to dress nice. You're looking at what everybody else got on. People are fake, people are phony. You go to the church. The preacher gets up there, he preaches. They allow prophets and prophetess to come in. You stand in the line, giving $50, $100, $20 to these people who's supposed to help you and prophesy to you. You're giving like 4 offerings when you're in this Black church. But then the Black church looks at people like me who ask for $30 to do a reading as the devil. But you will go to a Black church when a prophet or somebody great, especially during revival, come in, and you got to stand. I need someone to stand with me. Where do you think that money is going? It's going in their pockets. And you're putting faith into the Black church. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the Black church, but I'm saying if you believe in the Bible, it tells you in the Bible to try a spirit by a spirit. And if you have a weak spirit, you will fall for anything and everything. You got to understand that that man or that woman that is leading that Black church that is preaching to you, they are human. If you're going with the New Testament, it says, give reference to no man, but you give reference to him and you think this person knows and can do everything and can save you, but that's not the case. The Black church has families fucked up. And the reason why I say that is because people can do bullshit to you in your family. They can lie to you. They can keep shit away from you. And then the moment they go to a church, a Black church, confess their sins, they think that they have been saved from all the hurt and all the pain that they have caused you. And that's not the case. They're not saved from that because guess what? You are still walking around with your hurt and your pain. And they're going to church every day. Hallelujah. Running to the altar. Nasty people laying their hands on you, praying for you, without you realizing that whatever shit that was going on in their lives, and they're putting their hands on you, you are absorbing their energy. And you keep going through things. You keep dealing with your emotions. You keep finding yourself always having to run to the church. Know what that means? I'm quite sure I'm not talking to any dummies right now. Jay-Z said, brush your shoulders off. Get that off your shoulders. If you study the Bible, learn it for yourself. Learn it for yourself. Understand what is being told to you. Don't keep putting your faith into the black church all the time. There have been so many black families that have been destroyed from the black church. Because when people do dirt, when people have lied to you your entire life, when there are girls out here that are being molested, when there are boys out here that are being molested by people in the black church, and people are standing up defending this bullshit, what good is it? What good is it? And the first thing they want to throw at you with God said forgive. What? Now you're walking around here in an emotional wreck, can't function as a human being, in dysfunctional relationships because I gotta forgive. God said to love. I gotta forgive. Let me ask you a question. If it was all about love, why would God command the children of Israel to wipe every fucking body out? Don't leave no man, woman, or child alive to come back and recreate havoc all over again. Why would he say kill everybody if there was not a possibility that they could be reborn into their bloodline to keep recreating the same havoc over and over again? Question what you're being taught. I was raised in a black church, starting from a holiness, Pentecostal, Baptist. I was told I couldn't wear makeup. I couldn't wear pants. I was told that I had to go through a period of purification. I was told that I had to get on my knees and beg for a Holy Spirit to possess me. I was told all these things, and I did all these things. And I saw a lot of evilness in these churches. I saw preachers fucking women having sex parties up in these churches. I saw people hurting people and lying to them and getting up and still professing that this is who they are. Learn to read people's actions. I'm not saying all black churches are fucked up, but there's some fucked up people in these black churches. Somebody gonna say, where white churches is fucked up too. Yeah, but I'm talking about us as a people and what we have allowed to come from these black churches. Fuck it. Beyonce came out with Black King. She talked to us about honoring our ancestors. She talked to us about remembering where we came from. And then these black ministers got up here and start saying it's fucking witchcraft. She took Jesus out of it. The witchcraft is the brainwashing that was done to you. I'm passionate. I'm passionate about what I'm talking about. I'm passionate about the way that I feel because it's coming from a very personal and deep place for me. Ain't no more crying. Ain't no more worrying about it. Now I'm speaking up about the bullshit that has happened with these people. You can believe in Jesus, God. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in. But don't put your belief and faith in a man or a woman who is the head of a church. Because they will always put themselves in that position of power to rule and govern over you. They will condemn you for not paying your tithes. Why you got to have so many offerings? Build an offering. Pay the preacher. Pay a prophet. Pay a prophetess. Offerings, offerings, offerings. I need 20 people to stand in line with me for $100. And then those people that cannot afford to pay that money, you're condemning them because now they feel bad because they don't have the money to pay. And then you say, well, bless them, bless those that gave, bless them 20%. How the hell can you tell God how to bless somebody while you're pocketing the money? A preacher in a black church ain't got no business standing up talking about how he spent money on buying his wife shit, or how he got a fucking 2 Lexuses outside while the members of his church is sitting up in there suffering, can barely make ends meet. And they steady begging for your money, and you're putting your faith in the man. You're not putting your faith in God, because if you was putting your faith in God, you would keep the money for yourself, and you would know that God is going to make a way for you, that God is going to look out for you. I once got told that if I served God, that this person would give me whatever I wanted. And you know what I said? With God, there comes no stipulation. And I'm angry. We got the Black Lives Matter movement going on out here in the world. We got all kinds of people standing up for us. We got all kinds of people trying to help us. But how the fuck can they help us when you can't even help yourself, and when you got black people manipulating you, taken from you, and they can get up in church and brag about it? Oh, they're on vacation. Oh, yeah, they flew across the water. Oh, did you see their house? Did you see the car they driving? Oh, yeah, the first lady come to church. She come to church every day with a new fucking outfit on, bling blinging, big ass hat, and got members sitting in the church suffering. And then you got to give, oh, the first lady walked in, everybody got to stand up. What the fuck is the first lady doing for you that you got to give her reference while you're sitting there suffering, trying to scrounge up $1 just to buy a fucking pair of stockings? Your children going hungry. Then you got to go to the church maybe once or twice a week just to get some food. And then they got the question, well, have you been paying tithes to the church? What the fuck does it matter? And I'm talking from a personal experience because this shit happened to me. That's one reason why I left the black church. That's one reason why I left church, period. But that's one reason why I left the black church. I was being put out on my ass. I didn't have food to feed my kids. I couldn't even afford to pay my tithes. And I went to the church to ask them to help me. And you know what she told me? Well, if you was paying your tithes, what the fuck? Where the fuck is God? And that's the reason why some of y'all out there are so fucked up. Oh, don't say nothing about him. Don't say nothing about, that's the man of God. We all are men and women of God, and we all have gifts. But one of the gifts that Jesus told you all that you need to have, well, it probably won't even him. But I remember you need to have the gift of discernment, because if you have the gift of discernment, you can discern when somebody is feeding you a bunch of bullshit and y'all don't have it because you put all your faith inside these black churches. I'm not saying not to believe in Jesus. I'm not saying not to believe in God. That is your choice. But you got to stop following these black people in these black churches. Because sometimes these black churches is what's keeping us down. If you're giving your money and you're seeing that it's being worked, things are working out, so be it. But those that are steady giving money and ain't nothing working out for them, you better try a better way. Better try something different. And we carry a lot of hurt and we carry a lot of pain because so much pressure is put on us, starting from when we are children to being made to go to church 4 and 5 times a week. And that's when it starts with our brainwashing. That's when it starts. And then when you grow up, and you start questioning things, and you start learning about different cultures, and you start learning about how different people of different nationalities move, and it's against what the church says, then you are an outcast. You belong to the devil. And everything in the black church is blamed. The devil ain't gonna get me down. Everybody got the same song. Soon and very soon. No more crying there. Everybody got the same testimony. I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent. And the devil had me thinking. Sometimes the devil is the fucking man and or woman in the fucking pulpit. It's the devil. The devil had me down. Then when things don't go right, you start asking, well, God, why am I here? What is my purpose? When things are going good, God brought me out of this. So which one is it? Think about what I'm saying. Our ancestors are reborn through us. It makes up who we are. That's why we favor people in our family. That DNA, it keeps going. Activate it. 1111. Activate yourself. Wake up. I'm not talking about being woke and conscious to all of this other conscious bullshit. I'm not talking about being a vegan. I'm not talking about burning incense and lighting candles and doing all of this crystal shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about wake up. Wake up. Wake up. And the moment that you wake up and you start dealing with this building, dealing with this temple, you're going to see a lot of things differently. Because a black church can't save you. What they say, God help those who help themselves. And if you want to gain wisdom, study Proverbs. Gives you all the wisdom that you need to know. And it will help you. That's my rant for today. My name is Queen Zawaya Counts. You can also follow my YouTube channel. I do have a podcast that comes out weekly. I'm doing a lot of other different things, but I do appreciate you all for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. I like to make people laugh, but at the same time, I like to give you something that's encouraging to yourself. And I don't know who this is for, but I'm going to leave you this last word. Take your time in making decisions. Don't let anybody rush you into making a decision. Think it through. Evaluate. Study and learn people's body language. Learn what people are saying without saying. YouTube got a lot of videos that'll teach you how to read a person's body language. You don't have to read a book. Just go to YouTube and type it in. And learn a person's body language. Peace.